Good morning, children. Let us start with the social science lesson now. It is the blue planet. What is said? Which is a blue planet here? There are actually 8 planets, isn't it, in the solar system? Out of that 8 planets, the third planet is Earth, where we are living. So this is a model of the Earth, how it looks like. Okay? So from the space, when you see this is also a planet. Earth is a planet. It is the third planet. Normally, what is the color you see here? Most of the time, most of the side you can see it is bluish color, isn't it? That is why it is called as the blue planet. Okay? So now let us see about the blue planet. The blue planet. I got up early one morning only to see the sun rise, a crimson spot on the horizon. Amazing. So what happened? Here the child is saying that the child got up early in the morning. Why the child got up early in the morning? To see the sunrise. Early morning sun rises, isn't it? And you know which direction the sun rises? It rises in the east and sets in the west. So setting is in the evening, rising is in the morning. Morning rising is east and setting evening west. Okay. So here this child is getting up early in the morning just to see the sunrise. So when the child saw the sunrise, how was the sun's color? A crimson spot on the horizon. Crimson means little orange yellow it is. Okay, orange yellow mixed is called as crimson. So what happened? The child is seeing that a crimson is small spot in the horizon. Horizon means the space, sky. Okay, amazing. The child was so happy. Amazing, the child is saying. I watched it rise higher, turning from orange to blazing yellow. So the child went on watching this spot. Which was that spot? It is nothing but the sun. Which color it was? Crimson color. That means orange yellow color. So I watched it rise higher, turning from orange to blazing yellow. So what happened? The sun started rising from the east and slowly it was moving to the west, isn't it? So when it was just coming up and up and up, what is happening? The crimson color, that orange color was changing to yellowish color. Understood? So what happened? Turning from orange to blazing yellow. I could look no longer. After some time, the child could not see the sun at all. What may be the reason? Because it was shining too much, wherein the child cannot see it with the naked eyes or bare eyes. Understood? Why? Because of the heat of the sun and severe light and heat of the sun, we cannot see the sun directly. So I could look no longer. So the child is saying, I went on observing the sun rising. From orange color it started changing to yellow color. Later on I was not able to see at all because it was giving a very bright light which will spoil my eyes. So I could not see it no longer. Early in the evening, when the moon rose, it appeared to be deep red and then changed into calm white. I am awestruck. So what happened? Early in the evening what happened? When the moon rose. So evenings what happens? You can see the moon, isn't it? Moon starts rising. It appeared to be deep red and then changed into calm white. I am awestruck. So what happened? So when the moon started rising, what happened to the color of the sun? It started turning to again which color? The crimson color. Okay. So deep red. You can see if in open space, if you observe the sunset, you see it looks like red ball. It looks like red ball, isn't it? So here it appeared to be deep red and then changed into calm white and awestruck. So slowly it went on. Means it started what? What to say? Rising and then it started going down. Okay, that is the meaning here. What happened to the color? Oh, fully gone. Who came up now? Moon came up. So what happened? It was white in color. So when the sun sets, first it will be red and slowly it vanishes away. By the time what comes out? The moon comes out. Okay. So here the child is saying, early in the evening, when the moon rose, the moon started rising. It appeared to be deep red and then changed into calm white. I am awestruck. So what happened? How the the change of color was taking place in the sun that the child was observing. Okay. The crimson of the sun and the white of the moon. So moon started becoming white and white as it went on rising. Moon was becoming white and this was becoming red, and that started setting. This started rising. Moon started rising. Sun started setting. So when sun was setting, it was red in color. When moon was rising, it was white in color. So the change was observed by the child. Now, I imagine how the earth would look like if I was to ever go into space. Now this child started imagining, we are on the planet Earth, isn't it? Now how does this Earth look like when we are in the space? I'm just going to the space and I want to observe a planet, which is the planet Earth. How will this Earth look like? The child is imagining now. Earth, the third planet from the sun, is a unique planet because it supports life which is possible due to the presence of air and water. This is very, very important. Now there are 8 planets in the solar system. Sun is in the center and then 8 planets are rotating around the sun. So which is our first planet? It is called as Mercury. Very near to sun is Mercury. Second one is Venus. Third is Earth. Where we are living on. Our planet is called as Earth. Okay. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So totally 8 are there. Okay. So out of 8, which is our planet? Which number it is? It is third. Understood? That means it is little away from the sun. So what is the child saying? Earth, the third planet from the sun, is a unique planet. Why do we call it as something peculiar or special? Unique means something special it is. Unique planet because it supports life which is possible due to the presence of air and water. I told you about 8 planets, isn't it? Out of these 8 planets, nowhere you see life except the Earth. Why Earth alone has got life? Because it is going to provide all the things which is required for the living organisms. Especially what? Presence of air and water. There is presence of atmosphere and hydrosphere. So atmosphere is completely covered with air and hydrosphere is water. These two things are very much required for what? For the survival of living organisms. Understood? As much as 3/4 of the earth is covered with water and the remaining 1/4 is land. So 3/4 of the earth is covered with water. Understand that. You can see here, most of the part of this is blue in color, isn't it? So what does this blue show here? It is nothing but the water resources, especially the oceans. This full blue which you are seeing, these are all what? It is, all these are water sources, especially which one? The oceans. Okay. So it is said here, the child is saying, what? See here. As much as 3/4 of the earth is covered with water, you have seen a maximum part of that is bluish in color, that means covered with water, and the remaining 1/4 is land. That is what makes earth look blue from outer space. So when you see the sea and other things, you see, especially it is bluish in color, isn't it? That is what is shown there in the globe, blue in color, and the sea full, most of the part is bluish, that means it is covered with water. Where very less part, you can see very less part, you see the land with different colors, this is the land. Okay, and you can see the border. See, this is India, it's an Asia continent. Okay, so they are divided into different continents based on the borders. Now, so this is what makes earth look blue from outer space. Why is it looking blue? Because most of the part of that is covered with water, especially the oceans. Hence it is also referred to as a blue planet. Why it is called as blue planet? Because that is the earth planet is mostly covered with what? Water. 3/4 of that is water and only 1/4 is land. And these 3/4 water is nothing but oceans, which is bluish in color. That is why we call it as the blue planet. Now let us see about what is meant by continents and oceans. Large continuous areas of land on the earth. Large continuous. I have shown you that part in all different colors. That is nothing but land. Large continuous areas of land on the earth that are surrounded by water are referred to as continents. So you see, there are large continuous areas of land is there on the earth. Lands are present on the earth that are surrounded by water. So land and the border is surrounded by water. So then we call that as continent. While huge bodies of saline water. What is saline water? Saline water means salty water. You have tasted the sea water? When you play on in the beach, you see sometimes the water will just enter to your mouth. How do you feel? Salty, isn't it? So that is called as saline. Okay? So while huge bodies of saline water that make up for almost 70% of the earth's surface are known as oceans. So you can see here, all this blue color are nothing but the saline water, means salty water, nothing but oceans. Did you understand? So let me stop with your children. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.